Summer is the season when campers and picnickers rush to the beautiful places of Uzbekistan. Like this one in the Bostanlik district of the Tashkent region. People love to dine and wine in the Chatkal region's lush meadows, sunbathe near Lake Charvak and return fresh, breathing mountainous air. But sadly, those 48,000 daily visitors forget something important, something that leaves deep scars and trash behind. So now we are standing on the new area that will be developed soon. But we can see people here gathering and littering everywhere, and I don't see any bin or area where they can dump them. What do you say about that?
This is true. So we developed the whole system of bins because each of them needs to be located in areas where they can be serviced regularly. This will be presented to you later. This paragliding zone, as we call it, was closed, and only recently it was opened for people. But that part was always used, for photos, because it's very picturesque and it's a beautiful scenery. And we are planning to put some bins over there, but only with the insurance that they will be properly serviced. Otherwise, we put the bins, they will be overfilled, and no one will take care of them, which will create even more littering on the ground. So very soon, this entire area will be developed into a communal space, into a public space, open plan. This project has already been approved, and we are hoping that with this area specifically, these bins will work properly as we plan it.
As we just heard from the official person, this whole area will turn into something beautiful and recreational. But before that, we can still see these kind of dumping and illegal littering. As you can see in this example, this resort collects everything in one bag, which is quite not good. I hope that authorities will look into these kind of problems and try to solve these issues with other recreational areas and resorts. We are standing here at the place called Uzbekistan, which is in the Bostanlik region. The crew now is shooting the area where the illegal dumping was once cleaned, but now it's been doubled since the cleaning. Let's have a look. You can see yourself the ditch filled with the illegal dumping. You can see here fur, plastic bags, tins. In fact, this area has been cleaned just 2 weeks ago, and now that's what we see. The obvious question is, how about the responsible agencies and local authorities, where people enjoy sitting on gazebos and enjoy panoramic view? This territory was well cleaned. And guess what? Exactly 2 weeks later, the workers were shocked to see twice as much rubbish in the area.
What we see really is quite enormous in terms of scale and impact that tourists are having on the environment of Bostanlik district. From waste disposal to damage to biodiversity and removal of important trees and plants. This is really something that we as the directorate is struggling to resolve. And I understand that many may ask, what is the government doing in order to solve all these problems? But as someone who works directly in the organization that manages the district, I must say that I'm quite desperate, because it doesn't matter how much resources we put in, how many rubbish bins we would want to install, or how many people we deploy. If people will not be able to be conscious, about the place where they travel to and recreate at, it will be very difficult to solve for the government alone.